Mm. Hello, everyone. So it's been a minute I streamed. I'm a little bit rusty. Um, Let me tweet this link. Um, Let me see. They do say I could monitor the chats. Yeah, so hopefully, oh, live stream chat comes here. No, this just got better. To who wants to send a chat message? Let's see if it comes up. Um, First things first, let's go find where all the links are at. Mm, Live stream. Oh, yeah, it's gone live. Cool. Let me see. YouTube probably should grab the link to the live stream. Oh, yeah. What's this? Live. So I'll copy this one. I should probably have named it better, but no, I just wanted to just stream. And so join here. I think I'm also streaming on Twitch. Let's check out what Twitch is saying. Yeah, okay. Twitch has the thing. Where's the creator Twitch? So I'm gonna set a timer for an hour because I want to see what we can get done in an hour. So the purpose of this stream, so this is like an impromptu source diving with Kelvin stream. And I wanted to just work on module federation experiment I've been trying to get up and running on the Boring JavaScript stack. So yeah, let's see. How do you share this Twitch thingy? Yeah, on Twitch, YouTube, Twitch, then twitch.tv, Dominus Calvin. Okay, that should work, I guess. All right, let's do this. So, oh, 10 people folks on. So yeah, if you're here, just send a message, send a chat. Yeah, so I had a 3 hour, okay, a near 3 hour session, a pair programming session with Zach Jackson. And also it was an amazing session and he got me spurred up a little bit on module federation. I was really interested because I was working on a POC, proof of concept, on what it would look like to have module federation in the boy JavaScript stack, right? And so yeah, so I'm gonna share my screen. Let me see, gonna close. So this is, how do you know how many people here? And YouTube Studio. Okay, yes, I do have this. Chat is disabled. Did I disable chat on YouTube? I don't think I did. Okay, so let me share my screen. Close everything that needs to be closed. Let's see. On password on that screen. Okay, cool. This one. And the title. What's title? Oh, wow, they do have a live counter thingy. That's rich. Ooh. So Yeah, module federation. What the heck is it? Um, so I think I did have module federation open. So I think I've spoken about this a little bit on Twitter and X. Well, so it's a very interesting concept. For like a year or two, Zach Jackson and I have been talking about it, and every day I keep getting to know it better, and I'm still like, what? Like, how? And it literally blew my mind to actually have something set up in the boring JavaScript stack, which I'll show you in a bit. So the repo is public, I think, and I'll share. So it's just so at the core of it, it's like I said, it is JavaScript module sharing on steroid, which you know how the only way you could use components, like let's say you have a button component, right, in your React app, for you to use it, it has to be in the same code base, right? Of course. Or you want to use let's say Shatcn or anything you have to npm install, right? So when you npm install, you are installing a module into your code base for you to use it. But so imagine that I have a module in a separate code base, or another team have modules in their code base, and you don't have to run npm install, but you have access to the components, the module, or whatever it is in that code base, and not just having access. Like if they do change something, they update anything, you get the updates live. It right? It's magic. And so so like the tech module foundation originally came out from like Webpack. I think Webpack 5 or 6. I can't remember. But right now it's also a first party citizen of RSPack, which is um the foundation for RS Build, which you all know I use, and which you all know that Sales Hook Shipwright is also based on. So since RSPack has first party support for Modi Federation, that means RS Build, which is like this old nicer, it's like the Vite alternative. It also has an easy way for you to play Modi Federation. All right. So I took a stab at trying it out, and it was mind-boggling what you can do with it. So this is where is it? Where is it? So this is the demo repo I set up, right? So the whole idea of Modi Foundation is that um you could have different providers, and you could have like different consumers. So different code bases. So these two folders houses separate sales applications, which are all scaffolded with the Boeing JavaScript stack, right? So you can see it's a sales app. There's also a sales app, right? So the cool thing is, and this is just convention, right? It doesn't really, you're just naming. But what's happening is that this counter, the GXS, is actually in the provider code base, but in consumer, if we look at JS, the pages, we look at index of JS, you could see, of course, I got to set up the old editor tooling for it, but this is a PLC, it doesn't matter. So you could see I have a provider counter, right? And it's coming from this, what is Federation provider slash counter? What is that? And here I could have it, I could use it as if the component is inside this consumer code base, but it's not. It's actually in the provider. And if you check it out, so if we look at if you look here, there's nothing in components, so there's no counter, right? Where is it coming from? It's coming from provider. And if we look at assets, yes, in provider, the component is a counter. And this is the bad boy. Right, this is what he does. It's just so this is like the scaffold of the React template for the Boring JavaScript stack, which is still very bare bones. I just give you this little counter thingy. I hate it, but very soon it's gonna be a full-fledged app when you on NPS create sales. But just shows you like what's capable. So this, if we run the application, go to WAP. So I'm going to just start both apps, sales lift, also start this bad boy too. Okay, right. So I think I have. Did I start them here? Okay, yeah, I think I have something running. Okay, yes, I did. So I don't want to use this terminal. I want to use warp. So I'm gonna kill that bad boy and also start this one. And yeah, so we have them started. So of course, both applications have to be running, right? So this is the provider app. This is the consumer, right? So if we open this in CZ, and yeah, you could see it's already here. So there's a little styling issue, which I will explain why in a bit. But if you see, it's working. How cool is that? And it's like I know it's trivial, but it's still just you gotta admit this is amazing, right? And so how does this set up? So if we look at the if we go to, let's see, no code splitting, where is it? I think we have RS build, module federation, right? So we look here. So this is what I actually follow through to get this all set up. So RS build is what is powering shipwright. It's a very it's an amazing um build tool alternative to Vite that I really like. I did a video of how it's three times faster than Vite, but it has so much into it that I feel like in terms of taste, this is what I definitely want to use when it comes to bundling and stuff. So this is the Modi Federation guide, and it does a good job of sharing like the use cases for Modi Federation. You could see allowing independent applications known as micro frontends. So it's going to power micro frontends for people who like micro frontend things to share modules without the need to recompile the entire application. Because the cool thing about this is that I could change the to like a separate team can own the provider code base, right? Let's just say that is their team, right? So they are maintaining the counter.gss. If they change anything, right, I would actually get the changes without having to recompile anything or npm install anything. I just get the updates. So yeah, distributed teams to work on different parts of the same application without the need to comply. Same thing I said. So Monday Foundation can help you reduce code duplication, improve code maintainability, lower the overall size of your applications, enhance the performance of your application. So this is the setup. So in the boring stack, since we're using ShapeWrite, so normally if you have scaffolding, if you scaffolded a project you're using, if you have an lsb.config.tss or the JSS file, but I have a shipwrite.js file, shipwrite.js, not JSS. Jeez. So if we look at config, right? So this is for the provider, right? If we go to shipwrite, where's the bad boy? This one. And you could, so let's just, what is going on here, right? So first of all, you have to install you have to install. So if you're using Module Federation 2.0, because this is a newer version of Module Federation, the later, I think 1.x version is baked in into RS Pack and RS Build, so you don't have to install nothing. You just set this up. But for 2.0, this is what my POC is running on. You need to install as Module-Federation Enhanced plugin, and then you do all the configuration. So there were two example code bases. So I followed this one and just some hacking around to get it done. And I'm gonna talk about like my experience, and the one thing that threw me off, and that was what Zach Jackson helped me solve. So what's happening here? So a shipwright, so anything inside the build object is get passed to RS build. So these are all RS build config, right? So the dev, so it is necessary. So this is a necessary thing to for the asset. Like I said, still really rough on the edges and all. Wait, I could make this a little bigger, right? Yeah, cool, better. And so I'm going to try to see what if there are any comments. Yeah. So I don't know. YouTube said I had comment on off. I don't know what that means, but let me see. And Riverside said and I should have the comments shown there, but I didn't see anything. Say, hey Rosemary, thank you for coming to Geek Out. Yeah, it's been a minute I stream. But just gonna net out a little bit. So yeah, so this is it. So the tool section, so it just configs, right? But what's important here is that of course you have to give your modules that are going to be federated, or like the container, like so the whole premise of module federation is that your apps are like containers, and you have to, like, give them a unique name. So I call those the foundation provider, just following the standard guide, right? And then we're going to put in the plugin. So this is how you set up the plugin, give it a name, and what you're exposing. So you see that counter.js that we're using in the consumer, and you see how I could access it. Like, so I could access it with foundation underscore provider slash counter, right? But this is how I expose. So this is, so you pass in what you want to expose for the components or whatnot. You pass it, you pass them here as objects. So like just maps, right? And then these are like, so shared dependencies. So you tell MF module federation the dependencies you're going to share. Right, since both apps are using React, so they could get shared as well. This, I don't really understand what it does yet, but I saw it in the guide to just get this POC up and running. So probably sharing every dependencies together. So but that's what it's doing. And that's it. Literally, that's it for the provider. Then for the consumer bad boy. If we go to the consumer, so what's happening here? So the same, you could see the same thing, of course, with the asset prefix, because what the foundations needs it, like for you to have explicit asset prefix, so it knows where to get the assets for every con- every container involved. And so you see here, we're setting we're setting up the plugin again, and of course giving it a unique name, then the remote. So in the provider we had exposes. So what is exposing, or what the application is exposing to the federation, right? Feels like is this Star Trek or Star Wars? Federation, I like it. Then remotes, here you could specify what. So if you have more than one provider, you could specify how you are going to connect to them. Right. So there's this modification dash manifest.json file. I don't really know what's in there, but part of the setup. Then shared. Again, these are all the things you shared. And that's it. That is literally it. And then when this is all done, I can this the output is what you see here, which is this. Now you notice this button is looking a little bit funky, and it makes sense, right? Because since we're using Tailwind CSS only would it's going to only compile the classes that are in the code base, but this button is not in this consumer code base, right? It's coming from a federated remote, right? So how do we fix this? So I did a little search, and I think one way to do this, which I'm going to just try to do. So if we check, if we go to counter the GSS, you see all the classes it's using. These are going to be stripped away because they're not part of the Tailwind CSS won't apply it because it's not part of the code base. So what we can do, at least one way, is just like to get us running. There's this, what's it, safe list. So Tailwind CSS has a safe list thingy. This, so here, so it's just something you use rarely. So blah, blah, he said for the smallest file size and best development experience, we highly recommend relying on your content, right? So Tailwind CSS would only apply the classes, we only generate the CSS file classes based on what's content. But I don't have counter to JSS, right? So I need to do safe list. So if I do the safe list with that, I'll probably be able to just tell Tailwind CSS not to strip those ones, but also generate those CSS classes. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I will, where is it? Array of string. Yes, 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 yes. So if I do this, and so here, so I think it should be in the consumer. So look at the table CSS config in consumer. I could, so after content, I could do the safe list thingy, safe lists, and I put in that. So of course, this is things working. So if okay, yeah. So this I'm going to fix in a bit, right? And this is because I'm using an older version of iOS build. This was fixed because, of course, we have a federated app. So it's still trying to do hot module replacement. So it's actually panicking out. But I was told that the newer version of iOS build has that solved. So I'm going to update in real time here. But let's just start this manually for now until I get to that point. And if we go back to, yeah, you see, it works. Okay. So that's because we're using Tailwind. So if we're using CSS that's available, that would be interesting too, though. But it's kind of interesting, right? But of course, this is boring JavaScript stack. We start with Tailwind CSS, so we're not going to worry about every other CSS out there, right? Um. So yeah, so you see, but okay, it's working, and I think if we look at the okay, got some this probably is type hint thing. I didn't have to set up, but I think everything is good. And when we look at our bundles, you could see some vendors underscore module dash federation one time I spark. You see all this all module federation things, and it's just amazing how this work really. Like I feel this is amazing. Let me see if there's any questions. Questions. Okay, so the next thing I want to do here is to update shipwright. So use latest version of iOS build to fix that panic thing. Because if I, so let's say I update. So let's say, so let's do this. Okay, so shipwright, gonna close shipwright for now. Keep this bad boy closed. So if I go to counter, right? And I want to walk open so that we could see how it panics. So if we can go to counter now, and let's say I want to just update something. What? Yeah, you could see it panicked. These are very low level errors. All right, so because it's trying to do hot module replacement, but it's a federated app. So what I will do is first of all, I will shipwright. I would update. I was built core. So this is what I currently have 7.1. I need to update it. So if I do, what do I do? I don't really want the latest. I don't want 1 point beta. I just want this one. So I can npm install. Is it the dev dependency? It's the only dependency I was build core at um 0.7.10. Yeah, let's do this before we update to 1 point. I can't wait for RSB to get 1 point. That's really, it's gonna be fun. And so if I store that, I'm gonna test it locally. Good. So if I do npm pack, so well, okay, we have this. And if I come here, gonna hmm, let's see, npm I says of ship rights. This will be 2.0. How many do I need to go out? Probably gonna need this as well. Ooh, this is file. Did I get this right? Ship right. Um, hmm, PWD. Yeah. Okay, wait. Let me see. Maybe it's 3 level deep. Come out there, come out here. Finger ship right. Huh. Wait, what did I do? Oh, yes. One dot. Okay, go, cool. I think it's 2 level deep. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna need this for the provider. Okay, cool. Start the apps. So if it's fixed, it's not gonna panic anymore. All right, so let's see if the theory was right. So now if let's close this one. If I update something here, yay, you see? Now it's, I don't know if you get like the excitement. I feel it, these are two separate code bases. This is black magic stuff, right? But hot module replacement is working across. It's just brilliant stuff, right? Amazing stuff. And so now that that's done, I need to update shipwright to push it to prod because of course I tested locally. So what I will do, it's okay. So we could do git um git CI. Sure. Is it sure? We could say fix. No, it's it sure really just update it. Update. I was build. I was build. I was build to 7.0. And now we could do package JSON. So we need to ship a new version of shipwright. We'll release start 0.2.1. Gonna do that. It's here. Show release 0.2.1. Git release finish 0.2.1. Detailed. Now let's build to 7.10. So now I can push the and I can can run npm publish. Well, okay, cool. So we have that all up there. And the last thing I need to do is to, use with a package of JSON in all this bad boys. We have this little thingy going on. Yeah, we don't want that. So we want to PIM sales hook, shape right, at latest dash D. Okay, good. That's for the consumer. And the provider, we got to do the same thing. Provider, sales hook, right, D. All right. So we have that working. So a couple of things, right? So one other thing that's Zach and I excited about is module federation does not necessarily have to be applied solely to front ends. We could do something called node federation where you could apply module federation to backends. And since sales is a backend framework, like a full stack JavaScript framework, but backend driven with MPC things, the application of having module federation figure out, as I'm doing right now, could really be immense. Yeah, everything still works, so it's good. So I could push this to prod. So to say, so so we fixed it. I just installed already. So resolve missing two installs. Yeah. Resolve missing two installs. Sometimes my keyboard just die on me. And I have no idea why. So let's see. Why did I? Hmm. Okay, we're back in business. So we could push this. Good. So you could go check it out. Really, sort of follow up on GitHub if you're interested. So how much time do I have left on my Pomodoro? Okay. Hey, bless. I'm good. Yeah, thanks for joining. Geeking out on module federation things. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna do a screen recording of this thing because, of course, why not? So if I is this hack? Why is it saying hackfish though? Hmm, this is not hackfish. Equals 130.37. Yes. So if we do this, record. So I know it's It's not the most exciting thing in the world clicking the counter, but this is a federated counter, so it's special. So I plan to tweet that. So we're gonna type fully. I think I have something in my draft already. This is the federated counter. Uh, what emoji works for that? Um, what is the link? GitHub. I'm gonna share the link on Twitter. Um, yes. Is it? Yeah, it is public. Yeah. This is for by the way. Shift different laugh emoji. Okay. Yeah. Aha. I wanted to mention one more thing. The ASIC boundary thingy, which kept maybe a while. So I'm going to show you the code and what I mean by that. So it took me a while to wrap my head around it. The fact that currently Modi Federation expect the modules to be asynchronous, right? So previously in the Boring JavaScript stack, the way it was set up, we were assuming, right, the way we normally assume. So suppose, what's this? Okay. So like I was saying, we were assuming local dependencies and local modules. So like React is local, is in the project. So, but since the counter to GXS is in another repo, it's in another code base rather, so it's federated. So we can't know when it will be available in the dependency graph. All right. So module federation assume that you have to the entry point of your app should be synchronous so that it could make some decisions on how to get the module since it's not local, right? And previously this was my code. Uh where's the bad boy? So this is so if you look at app.js now, you see import of bootstrap. Right. So if you know this import function, you know it's asynchronous, right? It's a promise, right? That this module is going to be available sometime in the future, right? So before, what I had was the content of bootstrap was in app.js, right? Because this is what we just scaffold the project. It's all asynchronous, assuming all the modules and everything are in the code base, but it's not, right? So because it's not, so we just had to bootstrap.js so that we could just import it here. It's just the async boundary is something that is called async boundary. So like we create an asynchronous boundary, and it's even in the docs of module federation. But I kind of like missed it because um I was wait I so I missed it because it was a little bit confusing at first. To be like, okay, what? Why do I need to alter my code in order to get this to work? I didn't like the DX, but when Zach Jackson explained it to me, it makes sense, and it might be better in the future. Okay, where wouldn't have to do that. But yeah, so that was the async boundary thing that Zach helped solve, and that got me unblocked, and we have module federation working currently in the Boring JavaScript stack and as extension in sales. So I'm going to keep working on it behind the scene to make it a little more fleshed. And I really don't know why this didn't work. So probably just going to tweet it out manually, typefully. Doesn't like me today. So copy this. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's it. That's what I have. It's been a while I stream. I'm glad I was able to do this. Do be expecting more streams like this, especially when I'm working on stuff like this for the Boring JavaScript stack, Module Federation. I'm still going to do some more experiments. Also, Node Federation is an interesting premise for me as well. So could post this now. What's going on? Oh, the media you tried to upload was invalid. How is a video invalid? Tell me, Twitter. How or X? I don't know what it's complaining about really. Ah, it's invalid. Oh, that's rich. Should we try recording it again? How is it invalid? So let's see. Please don't be invalid again. Or should we make it a GIF? No, I like to refresh this bad boy. Count. It's counting. So let's see. Please don't be invalid again. Upload. So let me see if there are any comments in. Okay. Bless Dara. I'm working on module federation in the boring JavaScript stack. I have a POC working. I put links. Let me put links in the comments. So this is the repo. And also if this tweets, okay, the tweet does not want to hmm, the video is invalid. Yeah, right. Anyways, probably okay. I think I know what I'll do. Since he doesn't want a video, no problem, no videos. I'll take a screenshot and I will annotate it. Why the heck not? This, where is it? A federated counterpart. Are you happy now, X? Can I tweet this now? Or is the image also invalid? Mm. Oh, he went. Yay. I could send this to exact sync boundary issue is fixed. All right. So yeah, any questions really? I'm going to wrap this up. Let me see. So for links to Model Federation, if you're curious as to what it is, Model Federation, and also iOS build. So there, shipwright. Do you need links to shipwright? GitHub.com/sales HQ/sales hook shipwright. Okay. What else? Yeah, those are the links. Yeah, RS build, of course. Um, RS build. So the guide to Model Federation. Yeah, so let's see how many people are viewing on X. Whoa, 195 views. Okay, cool. Yeah, hopefully they find something useful. So yeah, that's it. That's my POC. Nothing fancy. So I'm going to do some more with this and see how we could make this a little more exciting. And I'll be right back to streaming more of this when I'm not working on Project 50, which, if you don't know, is my latest ambitious project. As I want to build 50 products that you can ship right out of the door with the boy JavaScript stack. I already have one running in production today, which is the event captain, is what I'm currently using to run the meetup, the Africa India Hackers meetup that's going to happen in Accra in about Accra, Ghana in about a couple of days now, really. So so this is it. So this is actually gonna be one of the products. I call it event captain. So many juice that I will sort of spin on an event management system I want to do with it. Once it's out and I record a complete video, it's gonna be the first product. And the whole idea for Project 50 is you can easily just ship them as internal tools. So like I'm doing right now, I have events.salesguys.com. So all my events are going to be run with event captain. So I'm going to run an instance of event captain. I'm going to deploy it myself, and it's all set up. So if you buy if you make a pre-order now, you get like a discount for the entire 50 products when they are live. So you could ship them, you could use it for educational purpose to see what is really possible to that you can build with the boy JavaScript stack. And you could also use it as the basis for your next SaaS ideas, or even deploy it for your clients, or use it like a very good foundation on building like full stack solution. I'm really ambitious about this project. It's a Herculean task. It's a lot, but it's exciting. At the very least, I'm going to build a couple of exciting products that you could learn even if you don't want to ship them. But the goal, one of the biggest goal is for it to be shippable, and that's why most of the products, I think, a couple of them they are ones that I personally want to use, like Event Captain, and it's all shipped today. So yeah, you could go check it out here. You could pre-order for 299. When it's all done, it's gonna be 499, and it's actually this cheap because of its partners. Like this, I could easily price this as $2,500 to $3,500 because these are 50 products you have access to do whatever you want to do with, and they're high quality. They're not just like boilerplates that don't really get you anywhere, but like this from start to finish of the application, you have it all to yourself. The code base to do as you will. Once you have a license, it's perpetual. You do as you will with it. Of course, don't go resell it or anything, but you know what I mean. I mean, don't go make a course about it, but you could, use it as the basis to shape to your clients or to your internals, or as the basis for making this really really cheap. So you go pre-order. Well, that's about 589 the product. I will put the link. I will put the link. Where's the Twitter? I'll put the link here. Yeah, you can go check it out. All right, so that's it. Thank you for joining my impromptu stream. I will see you in the next one. Where is it? Yeah, see you in the next one. Yeah, see you in the next one.